Hi, my name is Susan Popp and I'm the Clark County Clerk. I'm here to talk to the inspectors about your documents folder. And actually I'm going to take this off since we're all here by ourselves. So this is a little bit of training, and you're going to get this when you have your pickup, and it's actually going to say election documents folder. And on here it's going to tell you, it's going to have a little checklist for the morning. So let's talk about what's in here. We are going to have the little black pouch, and what is in here, this is going to have the keys that you need. Okay, everything will be labeled accordingly. We're looking at Jeffersonville precinct 27, so here are going to be the keys to your M100 voting machine. And in here, you're going to have your security tags. All of these tags have been marked specifically for your precinct, and you will use those as needed for the black bags when you bring the ballots back. Also, you're going to have security tags. So a lot of these envelopes in here are going to require you to seal them, and you will need to put the name and the date and a member of the Democrat and a member of a Republican Party. So those are your seals. And for the ease, we just went ahead and we would like everyone there at the polling location to have a name tag. So they have election officials, so there's your name tag. So this is everything that's in this pouch. However, the key part is when you return this, it is going to have the keys in there. And it will have a memory card, and that is the card. They're already in the voting machines now, but it is a little card, just like basically a credit card. It's inside the M100. You will definitely need to get that out and put it in the pack. But there again, we have everything spelled out. Your M100 keys, your memory card, and then the results tape. So at the end of the day, we'll run the tape that has all the results on there. That will get folded up or rolled up, and that gets put in here. And that way you have a nice little security. So when you have your supply return, we're going to ask for this first. So that is your little, as they say here, your zippered security pouch. And everything else just falls in line from there. You're going to, that Saturday morning, you're going to get a list of your poll workers. Of course, this one's blank because we don't have those poll workers typed up for you yet, but you'll have a list of your poll workers. You'll need to call them over the weekend and let them know when to be there, which location, and just make contact with your poll workers. And secondly, this says you're going to have a pre-1 form. This is your precinct oath book, and you're going to want to get this out before 6 o'clock, and you're going to want to make sure that everyone signs this oath book. You're actually going to administer the oath of office to the precinct workers that are working for you. And then the judge of the opposite party will actually swear in the inspector. So this becomes your precinct oath book. And we also there's an additional paper this year, and they want to know at the opening of the polls how many people were in line. Some places they were going to put a 0. Others, they may have a long line. Just have someone go out there and count the number of workers. You're going to want to put that there. Secondly, at 12:30 on election day, is there a line? Is there not a line? Again, the number of poll workers. And then at the end of the closing of the polls, again, how many people were in line? You want to put that there on that spot that is designated. And just a quick note on that, which I'm sure most of you know, if there is anyone at line at 6 o'clock, they definitely will be able to vote. So we recommend that you have a poll clerk or someone else go stand in the end of the line at 6 o'clock after you make the formal announcement that the polls are closed. So then the next form we will have would be the pre-2 form. And this is an expense sheet for the poll workers, as well as some places will require a usage fee. So you're going to put everyone here, the judge, the poll clerks, and the inspector. And there's a place to print the name, and I can't emphasize enough, please print it, make it very legible, because if you want to get paid, and this makes it difficult. Sometimes we cannot read the names and or the address and the phone number. So if you would just have them print very legibly so that we know who worked at your polling location. And then if there's a special circumstances where you actually have an expense for rental is there, and a custodial expense that's there. Some places have it, some places do not. So that would be the next form, which is your pre-2. And there again, everything is in order, and please keep it in order. It'll be very helpful when you at the end of the night. So next we have the inspector's affidavit in precincts using ballot card voting system. And basically here you can read through this. This is an oath. This is saying that you're appointed to be acting as judge, that I closed and sealed the envelope in the bag containing all the ballots and the ballot cards for each precinct. And also here that you did not permit anyone else to open it. So this is your sworn statement that as an inspector that you have complied with the Indiana code concerning the election laws. And there again, that's going to go right back in here. You'll fill that out. The nice thing is everything is in a sequential order. And then you're going to have these envelopes, and they are going to be the pre-12, pre-15, the pro-4, and there again, these are Indiana forms. These are not something that we came up with here at the Clark County Election Board to give you more work. These are according to the state, and everything goes in a sequential order. So these, we'll start with the pre-12. It's going to come empty, and it says that, envelope only. So there again, at the end of the day, you want to come over here, and it tells you everything that's supposed to be in here. You're going to put your oath book in there, your expense report. You're going to put if anybody had any changes of address, those will go in here. So everything is very spelled out. You can go through your checklist, and when you put everything in there, that's when you get out these seals. And they're going to be very easy to do. You can see they're like that, and you want to seal it so that way, and you're going to sign it along with the judge, and that way everything is actually sealed, and when it comes back to us. And there again, I think this will be a little bit easier when you come in to pick up your supplies. We can go over this with you again. This is just going over the highlights. So each envelope will have specific things that will need to go in there, and we have everything in there. You can simply check it off. For example, we have the pre-15. That's going to tell you everything that's going to be in there at the end of the night. So we're going to put that right back in there. Also in the document folder, we're going to have a place for any spoiled ballots. As you can see, it's very bright. So that way anything that's been spoiled, someone may have voted for the wrong person. They want to come back and do something different. Anything like that. There'll be any number of reasons that someone wants to spoil a ballot. And for those, they're going to go in here. And again, you're going to use your handy seal because we want to have that all secured, and we're going to have that sealed. And we are here to help you if you have any questions. But again, all the documents will be in order. So what we do have here, and we touched on this in training, these are your non-voted provisional ballots. And they are in here. Do not open it unless you need to vote someone provisionally. However, before you do, please call us. The number's there on the back, 812-285-6329. And we've had members of both parties who have actually taken their live ballots in here with a large red stamp that says provisionals. So if anyone needs it, this is where they are. So you want to keep those safe right here in your documents folder. And then at the end of the day, there will be your Pro 4. So after you vote a provisional ballot, that envelope again will go in here. And at the end of the day, that's going to get sealed up. And you're going to let us know how many provisional ballots were actually voted at that precinct. And as you can see, there are a lot of important things here in this documents folder. So you're going to want to keep this in a very safe place at the polling location. You want to keep it, usually there's like a little inspectors and a little area. So there again, keep all of this very safe. And this is going to go back in here. So again, this is your documents folder. But we also have, there will be some forms that are in there that you're going to need. And those forms will be in, you're going to have what we call, it's the election reference guide. So then in the very back, you're going to have forms, some of the forms that we've already discussed. And they're going to be right here in the back. and we actually tell you what's going to be in there. You're going to have affidavits if someone needs assistance at the polls. They're going to have to fill out a pre-3. If someone comes in and they want to surrender their absentee ballot and vote at the polls that day, there's a pre-5. There's a pre-8 in case you would need to replace someone at the polling location. But if someone comes in, they think they're registered, you call our office, they find out they're not. You can have them, we have a registration form, and they're all in here. They can actually fill out a registration at the polling location. Another instance may be that they've moved. They're going to have to fill out an updated, it's called a VGR 412, and then actually that's going to be there as well. So any forms that references here that you're going to need, they're going to be in the very back of your election reference guide. So this is just a small video just to let you know about the documents folder and the forms that you're going to need. If you have there again any questions, please call us. We are here to help you, and we look forward to a successful election in 2020. Thank you for your time.